starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We gotta stop taking advantage of those type of women. Like, great women are just too rare for that, man. Like, in terms of somebody that's compatible with you and somebody that's like willing to prioritize you and somebody that's not walking into the relationship with entitlement. Like, what can you do for me? Like, she literally walking in there trying to figure out the best way to help you be the best you. And that's the one you neglect.
When a man comes in and says, why didn't you pick up your phone? To fatherless girls, that's controlling. To a woman who had a father who loved her, who served me, who doted on me. Do you hear what I'm saying? To me, you're a husband.
Now look at the difference between these two women.
For better.
For better.
For worse.
For worse.
For richer.
For richer.
For poor.
For poorer.
Sickness.
In sickness.
And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling.
I will forever submit to you. I'll forever respect you, Miles. I'll forever honor you, Miles. As the head of our home, I will become that woman that builds the home as I follow you. And I vow that in heaven they hear.
What's the narrative that we hear about black men?
They don't get married?
No, they don't like who?
Oh, they don't like black women?
Well, yeah.
The national average for black men who are married, what are they married to?
It's gotta be black women.
Black women at what percentage? Over 85%. But it don't matter though, because once they make money, that's when they go get white women.
White women, yeah.
The national average for making over $200,000, black men, right? How many of those men are married to black women?
I'll give them about a cool
95%.
95.
Why we not talk? Well, let's talk about it. We live. We live. Yeah.
Okay, that is the last time you are gonna pull that crap. You hear me?
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Now you are gonna hold down that football until Charlie Brown kicks it. You got that?
Yes.
Now go ahead, Charlie.
Yay!
And you know what else? I did some checking around. You're not a licensed therapist. Roadhouse.
That's the show, Dada!
The last 7 days have been totally insane, but we made it. Now buckle up and get ready for the most organic conversation on the internet with your hosts, the Force, the King, the Kamikaze, the Great and Terrible. Up to it, down to it. Pour a glass and talk some trash. Welcome to the show, and thank you for tuning in. We hope you have a good time tonight right along with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend. Let's go up to it.
What up? What it do? We live.
Real live.
Building. We are in the building. Talk to us.
Happy holidays, you ho-ho-hos. Happy Friday. We are, ready to go. We all the way live, man. I'm excited for this. It's episode 100. I'm, glad to be here with two of the coolest brothers I know, and missing Q. Shout out to Q, with two of the most beautiful women I know. I promise I won't slide in their DMs after the show. Hope everybody's doing well, man. It's been a long week. And I know the holiday seasons are kicking some people's butts. So here's hoping that y'all are, able to maintain. And if not, we got libations for that. All right. So listen, shout out to the group chat. Anytime we get together, it's a good time. And so I want to shout them out. And so in their honor, we're gonna take a shot of Prince Mercer, which, if I'm understanding this correctly, this is ASAP Rockies blended Canadian whiskey. So we're gonna take a shot of that in a honer, but we're gonna put that to the side because this is a tequila night. All right, and again, we like to talk about things can have the things that you can have on a budget. So the Espolón is the tequila that we're going with. It mixes well. It'll sip smooth. You put it on ice and everything's legit. So we're mixing that, all right, with the Nick Cannon juice, okay? And so this is the, cran pineapple version. Of course, there's 27 different versions, hence the whatever. And then what they give you, when you tell your black mama you're not feeling good, drink some ginger ale and go lay down somewhere. All right, so that's how we mixing it up. And when it gets to be a little too wild, we just gonna go ahead and have ourselves a cooler. But ain't got nowhere going. So we're gonna drink good tonight. We're gonna talk good tonight. I'm excited to chop it up with y'all. Tell us what's in your cup, what's in your glass, and as long as it's not Aquafina, we not judging you. We listen, but we don't judge. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm judging. I'm judging. I won't hear none of that.
Listen,
no, I was saying some good stuff. We had a mic mix up. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix that a little bit later on. But with that being said, we got to go down bottom to my LB and his lovely wife, Rich, and the queen, the king and queen of inspiration. Talk to us, man. What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? We in the building. I'm here with my lovely wife, the Mrs. Norvell. All right. Had to make sure we get that one straight. We're glad to be here. What's on my mind tonight is we are in the holiday season once again, the season of giving. And so with that thought, I was thinking of the quote that I think I maybe gave earlier this year. And I'm gonna give it again because it's one of the quotes that I had while I was pledging my organization Phi Mu Alpha. And it was my line quote that I came up with for my line. And it goes like this. And I want you to really think about it. All right. So if everyone is receiving, then who is giving? But if everybody's giving, then everybody's receiving. And so I want you to think about that as we get into this holiday spirit. Let's focus on, giving. And it doesn't necessarily mean monetary. It doesn't necessarily mean gifts. Giving of your time, giving of effort, giving, just think about it and let that one sink in. All right. Now, Jesse, would you like to tell these people what we are sipping on tonight?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I have a little bit of a cold, so please bear with me. That's why we have the tea.
We do have some tea, okay?
But we spiked the tea.
We spiked the tea. What did we do?
With some larceny.
Oh, that larceny. We spiked the tea with the larceny, and that just happens to be whiskey. All right. And then also I had some green tea. And this is not gonna rhyme. It's tequila. It's tequila.
Tequila doesn't rhyme.
Yeah.
But we also got the Moscato.
That Moscato.
You can't go wrong with the
Moscato. The Asti. Now that kind of
so
rhymes.
That's what's in this cup.
Listen, we're trying to get better and get worse and get better, but we just gonna have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a funky good time. So we're glad y'all are here. It's not too late to tell a friend to jump on because we're gonna have a good time.
Man, y'all,
love it.
Better or
for one way or another.
What? You sick? Give me this. No.
Oh boy.
Imagine that, right?
Imagine that. Now, I have to pause for a second. Drum roll.
Ooh.
I have the honor, the privilege, the pleasure of introducing my lovely, beautiful, amazing, gorgeous wife, Savannah. Y'all have seen her in the comments, giving some good words. So it's now your time to shine, my love. Talk to the people.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the lovely wife of the great and terrible. What else do I say?
Whatever you want to say.
I love it. That's all you needed to
Hello.
say.
That's all you need to say.
That's all I need.
Full mic drop.
Mic drop.
What you drinking on? Tell the people what you're drinking.
Oh, I'm drinking on, something slight. Some lovely, tasty sangria. Sometimes you got to keep it chill.
Hey, listen.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show.
Don't y'all be fooled out there, okay? Wine will get you there. Okay?
Wine will get you there.
Wine will get you there. The Eastern Shore knows us.
Listen,
sorry.
God.
We're not. You're right. You're right.
Please.
I go there. I go there.
Oh,
we're not gonna.
Right along.
Yeah.
We're already off to a terrible start. We're off to a terrible start. You've heard stories.
I've heard stories.
I wasn't supposed to mention that.
No.
Eastern Shore wine tasting.
I thought we were going
to no one can prove anything. No one can prove anything.
Yeah, because I don't think there's footage. Thank God. Well, actually, never mind. Destroyed. Everything's destroyed. Redacted.
Yep.
Like the Diddy ring.
How you gonna compare? Not even. No. All right.
I'm done.
Lord. All right.
It's gonna be bad. But yeah, it is about that time. Before we get into some of the heavy stuff, which is coming. Before we get into that, let me shout out some of these people in the comments real quick, because one of them also has a podcast on the way coming in 2025. We got Felicia in the house. What up, girl? Shout out to you and your podcast.
What up?
She's gonna be doing her thing on hers very, very soon. So we'll look out for that. We'll make sure we put that out there for y'all too. We got my man Jay Owens in the building as usual. You know what I'm saying? We got quite a few people. Oh no, they couldn't hear me. Oh no. What happened? What happened? It's all right. I'm back.
Can't hear you.
Nah, it was.
It was an old one. It was an old one. I think we're good. Okay. No, absolutely nothing.
What? Okay.
Absolutely
Where
nothing.
is that?
Totally different. Yeah.
They built the Harriet Tubman Museum, and it's really nice. You should go check it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the story, and we're sticking to it.
That's.
I mean, that is a true story.
Yeah.
We saw the Harriet Tubman Museum, and it's very nice. Very historical. Very factual. You should go check it out.
Underground Railroad, I tell you.
Runs right through Cambridge.
Very.
That's some good tea here.
It's so good.
I got some good tea.
Let me finish drinking my tea.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We had nothing to do with it. Nope. Absolutely not. Let's move to a topic real quick. All right, let's get the party started. And comments, we want y'all very much engaged. We want to get feedback from everybody. Welcome to the wife edition. The ladies are gonna give their perspective, and well, I was going to say settle the fellas, but not really, because obviously you can see we are unsettlable, as you can tell. Don't shake your head at us like that, Jess. Don't shake your head at us like that. No, you either.
No head shaking.
At least not yet.
At least not yet.
With the heavy sigh. We can heavy sigh, though, right?
Deep Negro sigh. Deep Negro sigh.
I don't know how she deals with me. All right.
Everybody's meant for somebody.
Everybody needs somebody sometime.
We're off to a great start.
This is really bad. Okay, all right. We're gonna get to a viewer submission real quick. I want to get y'all's feedback on this one. I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna just take a look from here and get everybody's opinion. Here we go.
Why are men not as interested or as obsessed with us anymore? Obsessed is crazy word. I get this question a lot, and I wouldn't say that men have stopped being interested. What I think is we've had our perspective and our priorities reset. In the past, men chasing behind women they probably couldn't even maintain was a badge of honor. The applied pressure culture was a real thing. We were told our identity was wrapped up in who we were able to conquer. That's how it used to be. And I believe women by majority standardize that as this is what it should be. Whereas now, priority number one for a lot of men is to consider our purpose, our peace, and our pockets before prioritizing you. It's almost like that viral video where that man is sitting down eating and it's like single man meal is $16 and a peaceful dinner. Then it says relationship meal is like $85 and trying my best to avoid an argument. There's humor in that, but there's also some honesty. And I think a side effect of men prioritizing those things is that by doing so, we've unconsciously unlocked the clarity that says I still want and desire a woman, but if she comes in and compromises my peace, my purpose, or my pockets, then I don't even want to waste my time. And I don't think women know how to handle that disillusion. But it's not because men aren't interested. It's just that we're no longer more interested in you than we are our purpose, peace, and our pockets. If you were to enter his life right now and contribute to those things, he's not going anywhere. But if you compromise any of those things, he'll peep it from a mile away and he will not be interested.
Very, 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 very interesting there. Viewer submission. Big shout out to the viewers that send those videos in. That said, I'm sure there are a lot. Y'all should have seen everybody's faces behind the scenes. Y'all should have seen everybody's faces. There's a lot of thoughts about this, I can tell.
Take that comment down so my PTSD can go away.
You know what's wild is I don't know why it's still up there. It's not up on the stream. It's only up on the preview. I don't know.
It's only traumatizing me. Got it.
Basically, I'm looking at this screen, not that one. But okay, so maybe I can fix the traumatization while Kev is talking. Kev, what are your thoughts on that?
Listen, my bills out to eat are mad low when I'm out by myself. And they are real wild when I'm on a date. So there's some truth to it. Which, I realize that there's always going to be expenses that are associated with courting a person. And that's beyond like the meal. And I'm really talking both sides because of course, if you are, courting somebody the right way, then you want to start with presentation. So I got to get me a fresh haircut. She's, going to do her makeup if makeup's her thing. She going, get her hair done, nails done, whatever. So like we're already, like doing some things before we even get to that point. But I can appreciate a person who's responsible with their selections at the table. You know what I'm saying? First, especially, in the first couple of dates, like that ain't lobster, filet mignon, let's order a bottle to the table time. That's, like, again, we getting to know each other. Let's just make some responsible decisions, have an enjoyable meal. Like it's not that I can't, but I am like seriously looking at some choices that you're making off the top. So I definitely wholeheartedly feel what he's saying. And further into like courting and relationships, I've been in some wild scenarios where like, because of different levels of insecurity, like you remember that episode of Fresh Prince where like he went to the restaurant with the girl and like you know, he looked up at her to speak to her, and she was like, "I don't want you looking at no woman when you order your food." So he called her back to the table with his head down. Like, yo, G, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had experiences like that where, you know, you're just like trying to be respectful or whatever, and it's seen as you know what I'm saying, trying to check the person out. Like, so, you know, you are at a table trying to avoid arguments while also paying way more than you should to be there in the first place. So like, ain't no lies told. But thank God for deliverance, because we don't deal with those things no more.
How about that? How about that? I am delivered.
Delivered
to the Norvell house. Your thoughts?
Oh man, you want to go first? Your thoughts?
No lies. Like I heard no lies told. I mean, I agree. I agree with him. Um, but I also will add though that when you're dating, like Kevin was saying, you're it's different than just I'm going out to eat. Like there's a whole experience. But again, it doesn't mean that you need to order lobster and steak. So yeah, I agree with him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said. I agree with what he said. The thing that got me was just in the question itself was like men being obsessed. I heard the word
Right.
obsessed. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay. Of course, this is some women, not all. And it just made me think like, okay, what are you even looking for in the first place? Are you looking for a man to be obsessed over you? Like, because that to me is that's a slippery slope. That's a thin line. That's, borderline just almost insanity. You want
Mhm.
that craziness. You want that time. And listen, to each their own. If that's you, hey, you do you, boo boo. I've said it before. You do you. But you really got to know what you want and what you are getting yourself into. You want somebody just obsessed over you. But I guess it's in the wording. I guess it's in
Yeah.
what you're really looking for, to have somebody madly in love with you. I think it's different than like this obsession, because when I
Mhm.
hear obsession, then I'm like, where you going? What you doing? Who you
Right.
with?
I hear
Like Kev,
controlling.
like Kev was saying, like certain sometimes these relationships is super controlling, where well, we got a female waitress. Excuse, ma'am. Yeah.
I know
Can
that's
you come
ridiculous.
over? Yeah, yeah. Can I get and that's crazy. That type of obsession, that's flipped. I feel like that's the female that's obsessed at this point. So that word right there just caught me. But the rest of what he said, I mean, it was spot on. So
Yeah, I'd make the argument that the word obsession is a polarizing phrase in and of itself. Baby, what you think? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, obsessed is a strong word. I don't want anyone to be obsessed with me. My husband, my children.
Breaking
He's
news.
talking about me, y'all.
Breaking.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want anyone to be
Two for me.
right. Yeah, my wife, my
Two for
husband,
me.
my children. I don't want anyone to be obsessed with me because I need my space. Okay. No one should live their life only solely focused on one other person. That means that there are areas in your life that you are missing and you are trying to fill with said person. So that will get unhealthy very quick. I want my husband to have his own interests. I want my husband to love doing things without me. In fact, that is something that I encourage of him often. Go play outside with your friends. You don't have to stay up with me. Please, please, and not even I want him to go away or be away. I am a firm believer that while we are a unit and while we want to live every day with each other, we don't have to live every moment with each other. I feel when we go away from each other, we grow, we learn things, we gather different opinions so that we can still remain two separate entities working towards the same goal. I feel like you get things achieved much faster if you are not just worried about the tail of the person in front of you.
Giggity.
I do worry about the tail, though. I
Definitely.
Always worried about the tail. Always worried
I
about
have
the
to. I have to
tail.
care.
There's
know?
a meme
You gotta-
that's going on. It's at the top it say me whenever my wife bends over around me, and it's like Optimus Prime with like a long ass sword out. Like yeah, it's you know. All I'm saying is I can relate. So she goes to pick up a sock. Yep. What?
Yep.
Oh, nope, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Okay.
Down, boy. Down, boy.
Let me ask
It's
y'all.
almost like
I
AI's got a mind of its own sometimes, I guess.
mean, I'm just there like this, like before I even know it. It's like, what happened? I don't know. It
Huh?
just,
Oh.
I'm not sure what happened.
Hey, man. Just be ye also ready. That's all.
Be ye also ready. I'm trying to tell you, we biblical out here. Hallelujah.
Next topic.
Hallelujah.
What we moving on to? What's the next topic?
Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Tell them, LB.
Well, I'm just.
I gotta move over to the organ.
Oh Lord.
Not the organ. Too early.
Okay. All right.
We
So
going to church. We taking them to church. All right, let me ask y'all this though. The question seemed to have come from a woman, right? Why aren't men as obsessed with women as we once were? My question is, what do you think? And I'm gonna ask Jess and Sav this first. What do y'all think they mean by obsessed? Like what you know what I'm saying? Like what would show the kind of obsession that they're talking about? Like from you know what I mean? Like when y'all hear that, what does that mean?
So I'm guessing because I don't think this way. That's never been a question that I even thought to ask. It's really weird. So I have to go outside of the box right now. And okay. All right, let's think about this. Maybe she's asking, why are you not chasing me? Or why are you not, I guess, why are you not chasing me like y'all used to? That's what I'm thinking. And even that, I would never even ask. That's just not a question that I would even think to ask. Sav, have you any clue?
Not a solid one, but I have a theory. Women are bitches. I'm sorry. Let me explain. So, when when women be feeling themselves, and I can say personally, when women are feeling themselves, they go into a bitch mode. I feel like, and if you are a person that is still on the market, a woman that is still on the market, and you walk around, nails done, hair done, everything done, however the song goes, yeah, like that, yeah.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy.
Oh, I'm fancy, huh? You go into this mode like, let me have gotten my hair done, put on some eyeliner, and go somewhere. Okay, I'm feeling myself. And I'm wondering why everyone's not looking at me, even though I don't actually care. But I guess women that are performative in that manner because they are still on the market, they are constantly in this mode of, why I look good. Why aren't men looking at me? Why aren't they chasing after me? But honestly, if I could take it a step further, I feel like women that are on the market are feeling themselves, and they also ruined a lot of the men who would be chasing after them because of said bitch mode. You live in bitch mode, you start acting like a bitch. And you start treating people like a bitch. And if you bitch a man, they aren't going to continue to chase after you, to pursue you, they're gonna move over here. I Yeah, that's what I think. They get into this mode of I look good so I can find a man, but then they start smelling themselves, and then they treat people badly, and men are getting hip. They're like, no, I'm not going to be taken advantage of like this over and over again by every single woman I meet. So yeah, I think that's why they're asking, but they also don't realize at the same time they're the reason why men aren't chasing after them anymore. Except the low vibrational ones, the ones that be on the corner.
The Sims.
Those and the ones that are on the corner at the bus stop standing next to you, asking you for a quarter and then asking you on a date. Those are the men that still have the gall to approach you. And then you're like, why are all these men trash? Like, it's a whole big
Hey,
terrible.
yo, light skin. Hey, yo, light skin. Let me holler at you for a second. Huh? Let me take you out. We're going to use your car, though. We're going to use your car.
You got a quarter or a boyfriend.
I'll clean your windows.
What?
I think.
So wait,
I think.
Go ahead, Kev.
Oh, I was just going to say, Felicia's comment. I think is probably what's trying to be said, but can't be articulated because people don't read books no more. But it's just a general like, why aren't men as interested? And it is to Sav's point, like, and I mean, like, social media has exposed a lot of just like the stuff that happens behind the scenes. So, like when it seems, and my favorite phrase, if it doesn't apply, don't take offense. It seems like a lot of women are more interested in the meal than they are the man. They want to be able to take those pictures for the gram. They want something to report back to the group chat with. This what he did for me, this what he didn't do, this what he spent, this what he said, this how he dressed, this how, even get their pictures taken by the date, and they posting pictures, never show the date and never talk to the date again, but they got some good pictures that night. Like it's more, there's more to like the actual act of being on a date than there is to the art of dating. And I think that's kind of where the question is leaning. So if you're looking for that answer, it's that what Saf said, like we hip now, like, like we want people to actually date us because you're interested in us, not interested in what we can do for you. And again, we're not talking about what you bring to the table. There's that proverbial table, but like, how can you flex for me tonight? That's seemingly the interest. And I'll save my $200 date for somebody who actually cares that the $200 will be better spent saving towards a house.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so while they think they're attracting these men or these high value men, they're actually doing the opposite, right? And they're attracting the ones that they really don't want. So they're when they're in that mode, right? When they're in that mode, they're really doing the opposites. That's crazy. That's that's crazy.
Who knew that one day the day would come that men were dating for love? Because that goes against everything I've always been taught. Kind of also to Sav's point that we hip now. Well, a lot of times I hear women talk about men not being obsessed or men not chasing them or whatever it is, or we don't have the same value or whatever it is, or chase factor that our grandfathers had, and so on and so forth. And I like to think about the fact that for the last 3.5 generations, y'all been telling men that y'all don't need us. For the last 3.5 generations, y'all been telling men that we were worthless. Y'all been telling men y'all don't need us for nothing but babies, and y'all don't even need us for that. Y'all been telling men that you're IDINDEPE, right? All that shit, right? Yeah. You've been telling men that you don't need us for nothing, and you don't want us to, try to flash money and do this and do that. So men said, all right, well, then I won't. And this is what you get. In addition to what you guys said, there's also a lot of men who have said, I mean, they've been telling me they don't need me. They've been telling me I ain't shit. They've been getting mad at me when I hold the door open for them. When I show chivalry, they get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in addition also to what y'all are saying, I'm saying it goes back to, some of y'all being bitches. It does go back to that, because if you've been training 3 generations of men to not be chivalrous towards women and not, protect women, and we tell them that they don't need us, well, then, yeah, eventually by the 3rd or 4th generation, they're going to say, all right, that, they'll certainly do that with American women. As the passport boys is, that's becoming a thing for real, for real.
Y'all don't have to go overseas though. Y'all secure the bag
all day. Okay, and you're gonna see more and more throughout the night why I married this one, because I'm sure based on that last soliloquy of hers, y'all know exactly why I married this one. I'm just saying, I saw this one and God said, "Yep, that's the one." I said, "Oh, I bet," and here we go.
Can I throw some alley oops and just interject where I feel like,
Yeah.
All right, so I'm here for the people, So we just talked a lot about the dysfunction. I want to give a chance to, highlight the function and throw some alley oops for, the after show. So I'm not gonna say the words, but know that we already, into the cards. I've been, it's percolating. So real quick, go on to our next thing. I would like y'all to share with each other, look each other deep in the eyes and whatnot, and say, how do you know that I trust and respect you? How do you know that I trust and respect you?
You want them to go first, or you want to go first?
We can go first.
Let's go with who's been married the longest.
Oh, that's
okay.
them.
That would be them.
Bang.
Okay. Do you want to go? Or you want me to go? You want to go?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go
What was
ahead.
the question again?
How do you know that I trust and respect you?
Okay.
You want me to go first? How do I know that you trust and respect me? I'm gonna use another social media meme, and you probably know exactly which one I'm talking about. There's a meme going around where it's just a guy walking with his girl or his wife, and he's got a million thoughts going through his head, right? He's like, oh, okay, there's 2 guys right there. I could probably take them. Oh, okay, there go the exit right there. Oh, there's 3 guys right there. I'm gonna stay away from them. Okay, those teenagers look suspicious. We're gonna walk this way, right? Okay. And meanwhile, the girl is going, la di da di da 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 da, just not a care in the world, not thinking about nothing. How I know you trust and respect me, and I've known this since the day this happened. You probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Since the day we were walking hand in hand, and that literally happened. The reason why I laughed so hard at that meme is because that literally happened. I was walking with her, and we were about to cross the street, and she was just walking, not paying attention, just looking, just chilling. And I kind of stopped her so she didn't walk out in the street and become roadkill, because she wasn't paying nobody no mind, right? But she knew she was with me, she didn't have nothing to worry about. She didn't have nothing to concern herself with. She knew I wasn't going to let nothing happen to her. And so knowing that she trusts me at that level, obviously there has to be a respect there also, right? Something Kev always says is that there's no protection without correction, right? And you have always trusted in whatever correction there was. Now, of course, yes, we had to discuss some things, and yeah, we went back and forth a few times or whatever. It's just what happens, right? But when I call something out, or if I've ever had to call something out, you've always been receptive to that. You've always uh, taken accountability when necessary. You've always taken responsibility when necessary. So and for that matter, you've never shown any level of disrespect, even when things got heated. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't. That's how I know. Before I make the show go on longer, that's how I know.
I think I know that. Not I think I know that
I know.
Trey loves and respects me. Period.
Full stop.
Just 'cause I know. No, but to further expand on why I know, for a few reasons. The way he speaks about me when I'm not in the room, the way he speaks about me in front of our children. Um, you know, I hear the same things, like people will text me, "Oh my gosh, Trey speaks so highly of you. Trey, really, he loves you so much," things like that. Which is important to me because, in my years before Trey, I would walk out of a room and people that are supposed to love and respect me have the opposite to say. Um, yeah, they have the opposite to say. And I also know that he loves and respects me because he honors my judgments and opinions. I am a stay-at-home mom. I do a bunch of other things on the side, but my main job is to care for our house and our children. And Trey always defers to me, since that's such a huge part of my life. Um, a lot of things revolve around the girls and my household. And he's always like, whatever. His first thing is whatever you think, or I'm thinking this, but it's totally up to you, and he's not doing that because he's lazy and he doesn't want to deal with it, because everybody that knows my dear husband, he has opinions and he will state them, if the time the door. Yep, exactly. And he will state them when he deems appropriate. And he still does. Like, it's not like, okay, whatever you want, babe. Like, if he sees something, then he's like, hey, but it's not like you're doing this wrong, you need to change it, or I think you could do this better. He'll always bring something to me in the form of like, hey, I was thinking, what do you think? Just let me know your thoughts on that. Or he will completely just be like, this is your, what do you say? This is your realm. This is your world.
Domain.
This is your domain. That's it. This is your domain. And he trusts that I can hold it down and properly educate our children, properly, care for the house, even while it is a dang gum mess. Okay. This house is nuts. I be trying, y'all. It's a lot of house. Okay. But he respects the fact that I'm trying. He sees that I wake up every day and, no matter what the day brings, that I tried, damn it. So that is extremely important to me because my house and my kids are and of course, and Trey, outside of him, are the bulk of my life. So that is really how I know he loves and respects me, and I appreciate it deeply.
I told you he's gonna be able to see exactly why I married her.
That was beautifully said. Beautifully said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I go first?
I love you guys. Absolutely.
Oh, yes, I love y'all.
We love y'all. We love y'all.
So what?
Okay. I know that you trust me because you share the deepest parts of yourself with me. Like things that I know it's difficult for you to open up and it's difficult for you to talk sometimes, but you'll share things with me, even when you're afraid to share it with me. And that's how I know that you trust me with your heart. I love you.
Who cutting onions, man? I don't even like onions, man.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Because
He's not a talker.
I don't like to open
He
up.
don't like opening up.
I'm not a
He doesn't
talker. I
like
don't
being
consider myself a
emotional.
talker. I like to improv acting and stuff, but that's different, you know. Yeah, that was great. So I know that you trust me because first of this one word submission. Because I know your story, I know what you've been through, and you just being submissive, allowing me to lead, to be your rock, to be your provider, allowing me to, you know, go deep with you. I can never be serious, by the way. No. But you have allowed me, you know, to help tear down those walls that you. God dang it. Okay. Listen. But seriously, I'm so happy that you allowed me in and that we are doing life together, because this has been the most like fun,
Yes.
exciting,
Yes.
you know, and I know because, you know, I'm committed, you're committed for us to grow together.
Absolutely.
And that's been the biggest thing. It's like that we continue to grow together. We've been through a lot. We will continue to go through a lot, but we're growing through it, you know. And with you, it continues to grow.
What the fuck, man?
I'm sorry.
This is what
That
I'm
was the most beautifully
saying.
terrible thing I've ever heard.
Are we
This is
live?
what I'm talking about. You cannot be
What's
serious.
happening here?
We changing our names. I am now the inspirational, and you are now the great and terrible.
You pass that through the screen. Pat, that's Epsilon. Will you pass that through the screen? Yes, thank you.
She knows what I mean. She knows that's just a defense mechanism for, you know, me being in a vulnerable state.
He does not like to be vulnerable. No, but on a serious note, you're absolutely right. I trust you, and that's why I've been able to submit to you. And that might be a word to somebody else because he has to earn that from you. And that's something that men need to know too, is like, you have to show us first. If you're going to be the head, then be the head. Oh God. If you're going to be the head, you need to be the head, and you need to show us that you are worthy of our submission. And when we say submit, though, it doesn't mean that we're weak, that we don't have a voice. Like, just like Savvy feels she has a voice in her home, I have a voice in my home. That's not what that is. Allowing him to step up, allowing him to be the head. Gosh, I got to find another word. Oh, the piano. Here we go. And let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. Look at your neighbor. Say neighbor. Neighbor. He needs to show you that he is worthy. Is he worthy? I said, is he worthy?
You have to allow him to see that. What does everybody want?
My God. Wow.
Okay. What happened?
Where's Trey?
Somebody.
Yeah! Yeah!
That is some good news right there.
Look at Kev though.
The boy's in the zone on that organ.
Sorry.
Organ.
It got good to me. My bad. Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah. I didn't know y'all was going to church on this Good Friday. Oh, Lord.
Is that church fan? Yeah.
Right. We need the little.
Yeah.
He is risen. He is risen.
We are experiencing some turbulence here.
Technical difficulties.
Make sure y'all turn the mic off too. If y'all gonna turn that camera off, turn the mic off.
Yeah, we don't need no problems here. All right, we ain't trying to get canceled.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Okay.
All right.
That was just the first card, man. What?
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, don't y'all in the comments make me go back to the piano.
Oh.
Comments about to send me back to the piano. That's the
See, now listen, Now listen, Now listen,
Worthy of being there.
Listen,
You're
worthy of being the head.
I said,
are you head worthy? Are you head worthy? All right, okay. All right, I'm done. I'm through.
That was just the card.
Show's over. We're canceled.
That was just the card. I have 10 of them.
What? Oh, Lord.
Okay.
We need some more communion.
What was that? God in therapy? Is that what that was?
I didn't say.
Well, you said it now.
God. Hey, whatever. We was already there.
Let's
go. We was already there.
Let's go. You said it. Let's go.
We was already there. We just wasn't in the background. We going there now.
Herman in the couch.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try to. All right. I'm gonna try to keep this one light. If y'all promise to behave yourselves, okay. All right. Since both of y'all are more than a year past marriage, I want y'all to think back a little bit. Okay. Go with me. All right. How much? Because I got to change the question to make it fit what you did, not where you were headed to. How much socialization did y'all do in the first year of marriage? Rich and Jess, we'll start with you.
In the first year of marriage.
That was 2017.
So 2017 to 2018, right? The first year of marriage. We did a lot.
We did a lot. We went to.
I mean, we did a lot up front.
Yeah.
In the beginning. So.
But as a married couple, I feel like
we also
dove head
yeah, we definitely dove in deeper.
We went head first, yeah.
We went deeper, and we experienced a lot of different things.
A lot of different things.
We did a lot of things.
Yeah, we went on a cruise like 2 months after we got married.
Yep, we went. It was like Puerto Rico, and we had a great time there, experiencing and
Right, that was the honeymoon.
having time to go into deep conversations about future and just even like just checking in.
Yeah, we checked in a lot.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's fresh, you know, and we didn't want to lose sight. Even though it's a honeymoon phase, you know, it was still like, all right, you know, we had some reality checks here and there because of work, and even like I just wanted to do, I wanted to make it like just a special year of just experiencing life as a married couple. So I mean, we from, you know, Puerto Rico to cruise to Canada.
Yep, we went to Canada. We moved in together.
Yep.
We did all that the first year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice, but maybe I just need a shot.
Communion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So I feel like the first year of our marriage, because like he said, we did do a lot up front. The first year of our marriage, I feel like we just dove in and really spent a lot of time together. I feel like as much as we could, we were spending time together. We were taking vacations, we were doing things. There was a lot of socialization because I think we just wanted to build a good foundation being married. It's just different. Like the commitment level is different when you're actually married. So although we did do a lot up front, I think we spent that first year just getting to know us as a married couple and what this life is going to look like, you know, with us working, doing life. Even I have a son, you know, I had a son, he was 8 at the time. So doing life with him as a married couple,
you know, the different activities that
different
were
activities,
outside,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, and what that meant for him as my husband, what is his role in the family unit now. So that's what we did our first year. It's a lot of socialization.
We talked about you know, expectations even, you know, because that you know, that was a consistent.
Yeah,
we talked about that a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Because it's like the little things that you don't really know until you know. You don't really get into it until you get into it, you know. Giggity. So you gotta get into it. But a lot of that socialization came from us doing all of those things. And not to say that it was easy. Again, because for her it was like pulling strings for me to say more than just one word. Like really, I wanted to give one word and just be like submission. Right. When I gave my answer, but I was like, all right, let me expound, let me talk some more. But
and I was so used to, you know, being the head of my own household that it was difficult releasing some things and trusting him with things.
Because it was we talked about it in the beginning. We talked about it leading up to marriage,
right? But talking about it and doing it
now, you know, it's game time. You know, now it's game time, and now it's, you know, it's real. It's like, all right, what you gonna do? You know, but here we are.
Yeah. I like that question, Kev. Thank you.
I'm listen. Welches, talk to me. I gave y'all black eyes. You
I knew what you said, Kev. I knew. I heard you.
Yeah, I had to do it.
We didn't do anything like okay, this might sound really bad. Like, we didn't do anything notable, I don't think, our first year of marriage. But I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, that's not to imply anything negative. We were chilling. Like, I don't know. I feel like we did so much on the front end. We did a lot. We did do a lot of socialization before we were married. Like, I, and maybe that's why we didn't do very much or go very many places after we got married. When we were dating, we started dating when I had just turned 21, the summer after I turned 21. So we did a lot of places, went a lot of places, did a lot of things. I think I was saying
He did a lot of places.
Oh, and a lot of things. I was trying to talk and it just wasn't making sense. We went a lot of places, did a lot of things, talked to a lot of people, had a lot of people in our space. So I feel like we didn't do a lot of socialization in our first year of marriage because we did all of that in the years prior to. Trey and Sav's house was the go-to spot, after anything that there were people gathered. And I loved that. That was like my favorite thing. I loved being a hostess. I loved being able to have people in our space and just enjoying with us. And it was cool to be known as like everyone's looking for Trey and Savannah, like what we doing after? I really enjoyed and do still enjoy that. But I think our first year of marriage, we really just hunkered down. Almost literally, like we had gotten our first like cool spot that we could decorate and do, and and it's crazy because we had a few parties, but a lot of it was just making our house, our apartment, our first home, and being able to have Serenity over and to stay, and she has a comfortable place to be. It was really important to me, I think, starting to get towards all right, we're a family, so let's be the family that I grew up in and experienced all around me. So yeah, we didn't, in my opinion, am I right or am I tripping? That we didn't do a lot of socialization our first year, but it was totally fine.
I can't. What in the hell?
No, I can hear
Hey,
you.
she might. Are you behind? We can hear you.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. It's cool. Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, basically, I'm assuming y'all can hear. Y'all can hear, right? Y'all can hear? Everybody can hear?
We can. I don't know why they
We
can't.
can hear you. I think they can. I think
Y'all
they
can hear me?
I think.
We live.
We
Yep.
live?
Yeah, Yep, they can hear you now.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
It's KD.
I'm not
Shout
sure. Hey. This is the first time we've done this with the two mics. So hey, one mic. We was on one mic, but anyway. Yeah, no, she's right. We did a lot. We did a lot before. We did a lot beforehand. We hung out. We did all the things basically, right? And then when it was, once we got married, we settled. We did exactly what it's called, right? Get married and settle down. Like, that's pretty much what we did. We went to the Poconos for our 1 year. That was cool. Yeah, had a good old time there. But it's been the very next year Amaya was born. You know what I mean? So we
had a loss in between. So that
Yeah.
was something. We had a loss, because we got married in 2016, and then
Mhm.
in 2017 we found out we were pregnant, and then we had a loss about 17 weeks after that. So it was still 2017.
Yeah.
And then recovering, restoring, mostly on my part. I'm thankful for the husband that I have. Very thankful and blessed. But yes, and then Maya became a thing, and what was that? Like the first, the top of the year of 2018.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was the bottom of 2017, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't know. I wasn't
2017,
paying attention. But that's
Top and bottom.
for other times.
We're
but
happy. Top and bottom.
she's here. She has 10 toes, so we're good.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah. So I guess so. We got kind of started on the literal family thing pretty quick. So yeah, we didn't have too much time.
It was time.
It was time.
It was time.
But yeah.
Yeah. I guess as y'all can see, there's many different ways to make it work, and if you want to tell your story in the comments, by all means, you know what I'm saying? How much of hanging out and doing stuff did y'all do in the first year of your marriage, right? Or if you're in a relationship, the first year of your relationship, how do you see the first year of your marriage go? Which is where I'm going to flip this question back to Kev. In the first year of your marriage, how do you see it?
I got to see the marriage first.
Well, yeah, after you see the marriage, obviously, how do you think it would be? What do you think would be ideal for you?
So I would imagine that whatever God has for me, that my wife would be a sociable person too. And I am the type that likes to be around people because I learn from people. So I would want to be kind of calculated about our socialization. In that, like, we not just out tearing the clubs up. Like, that's not even my thing to begin with. But like, I would like to spend a considerable amount of time around people like y'all, which is what I do now, because because it's something I aspire to. I'm learning and watching, seeing what you all do. And I'm fortunate, and even beyond y'all, like, we have a fantastic frat group that's filled with married men, and like, just men who have experience in long-term relationships and things like that. So my ability to learn from you all, I believe, is helping me to prepare for when my time comes. So I would like to spend some calculated time around married couples, just to like make sure that the foundation is solid. Like, I believe premarital counseling is fantastic. Counseling and therapy in general, fantastic. But the people who have years in and can kind of, guide you through some of those early, speed bumps, is important. So I would like to have that kind of time, but I would also like to, have measured time for just us. And I realize I'm at a later point, like, pushing 40. So at this particular point, like, I'm well established in my career. So that balance, has to be there. Like, my jobs with an S are demanding. So, going into marriage, like, even job things have to like take a back seat so that I can, really enjoy my wife. So like, just finding that balance will be important.
Well said, man. Well said.
Yeah.
Let's look at a couple of these comments real quick. before we jump to the next thing. Married in 2012, we moved to Florida. Man, that was a year from Florida to Maryland, and man, that was a year of trials and tribulations, but we stayed strong and together, got through it. It was, got through it. The key was we had each other's best interests at heart. I've been drinking, y'all. But yeah, no, that's real talk, man. Look, that's real.
And I love that because you know, were kind of able to figure out that, man, this person really is for me, down for me, the person I'm supposed to be with. Because, you know, that's when marriages break, is when you go through really, really, really tough stuff. So y'all went through some really tough stuff moving. Wow, that's like hundreds of miles away from everything that you knew to a whole new place. And y'all made it here and continue to thrive. You know, that would have broken people who weren't supposed to be together. And y'all got to find out in your first year, oh yeah, this is who I'm supposed to be with. And I love that.
Speaking of something that would have broke people, we got married during the pandemic. The pandemic broke a lot of people. Got married during the pandemic, so we did our best to get out and celebrate and socialize, but it was very limited. Very interesting. And you know, it's funny, we've talked before about how, you know, COVID was kind of a blessing in disguise for us. You know, just for us right now, and not the disease itself. Obviously, that was terrible. But the 2 weeks in particular of lockdown that kind of we all had to have. For me, I was always out of the house. I was always at work. So those 2 weeks that, you know, we had no choice. I had no choice but to reconnect with my wife. Now, of course, you could have looked at it in a lot of different ways, and I certainly feel terrible for, you know, the people that dealt with much more horrible conditions. But for us, that ended up being a bit of a blessing in disguise because we had no choice but to just connect with our then very, very young family. And Maya was what, 2?
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, you know, that was good. And you know, it kind of, for me, it led me down a path of understanding that I needed to be. It led me down the path of understanding.
Not the cat.
You got to post that comment.
Put that comment up, Jay. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. You win.
You know, one
Cat will always be there. That's good.
It must be good pussy.
I don't even remember what the shit I was saying.
What's next?
What the shit was I saying? Anyway, niggas made it work during the pandemic is all I'm saying.
And I'm proud of you, Felicia, and your amazing husband.
Yeah, talk to
doing your best. Oh, sorry. I'm proud of you, Felicia, and your amazing husband for doing your best to still make that a happy time. Because that was a very sad and unsure time. And for you all to be able to celebrate the beginning of your life together in that time, that means something. Y'all strong.
Yeah. Y'all are in it to win it.
Yeah.
In it to win it. Okay.
Can't win it if you're not in it.
You can't win it if you're not in it.
Bang.
You know.
So you gotta get in it.
You ain't gonna have no shot at winning it if you can't get in it.
You gotta get in it.
You gotta get in it.
All the way too. Come on. All right.
Yeah, not just
go around it.
You can't go around it. You can't go under it.
Not around the rim.
You can't go over it. You gotta go through it.
I'm done. Let's start this next video. Please.
Right.
Video. Roll the clip.
Push the goddamn button.
If you and I are in a relationship, and our plan is to get married, which is cleaving.
Yeah.
Listen, cleaving is this, babe. We locked in.
Yeah.
I need you solid.
Yeah.
And you need me solid.
Yes.
And we're human.
Yes.
And you can call it insecure if you want.
I was just about to
But
go there.
I call it mature. It's emotional intelligence to understand that I'm marrying a man, not a robot. And if my man has certain things that he wants to be reassured about, doesn't make him insecure, it makes him vulnerable. And if we want a vulnerable man, we have to cater, facilitate, and love and nurture the vulnerability, not emasculate, put down, and make him feel like he's wrong in those moments. Because let me tell you, I may not do it at your caliber, because I'm not really a woman who will like call all the time or really ask too many questions, because I don't like honesty. I like transparency. Let me explain the difference. Honesty is I ask you, hey babe, who were you at dinner with?
Yeah.
And you tell me the truth. That means you're being honest.
Yeah.
Transparency is, hey baby, I got dinner at 7 with James, Nathan, and his assistant, Sarah's gonna be there.
And that's,
And that's transparency. So now guess what? You were forthcoming.
Yep.
You told me what it was.
Yep.
And so now I trust it. Now I'm not calling unless I really want to text and say I love you. I would do something like that, or I miss you, or hope dinner's going good. But now you've set it out. I know what's going on. And then you add, and baby, I would love for you to come if you want to.
Facts.
But see, that's a real father who's telling me right for wrong. So my point of telling you is when a man comes in and says, why didn't you pick up your phone? To fatherless girls, that's controlling. To a woman who had a father who loved her, who served me, who doted on me. Do you hear what I'm saying? To me, you're a husband. Now, if you let me go out to 10, 12, 11 o'clock at night and you don't show any concern, guess what? I wouldn't gaslight you. You couldn't cut me off. I'd ask you not to call me no more.
Dang.
Because how come you weren't concerned about your woman that you have an intent of wanting to marry or an intention of being a family man or a husband? So I'm just showing you that men out there, when you get women who are not used to what protection looks like, you don't need to down her, or you don't need to, disempower her, but you need to check with yourself and say, wait a minute. I want a woman, whether she's fatherless or not, who is open and receptive to a man protecting her.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing, if ladies want a man to provide, then you gotta let that man also protect. Because you can't ask to have all your bills paid, but then you don't want this man to be able to put boundaries around what is conducive for him to be activated in a way that wants to love and provide for you. Because men need activation too. Y'all do matter and y'all do exist in your emotions is what I'm saying. It's not always about, happy wife, happy life. I do like that. I do love that because I'm a wife.
And it's true.
And it's true. However, what I'm saying is happy wife, that's the part, activates things in me to make sure I'm feeding you to continue to create this happy life.
Exactly.
And so
we're sick people. We're working for the future, because working for the present, we ain't making no progress.
Going back to it already?
Oh, here we go.
Man, we're going. He's got one already. Oh,
back.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We are back.
I like that.
Are we going? Are we going back there, Kat? Are you thinking it's back there?
I told y'all I pulled out the deck with an E, and so I'm because diction's important. But I wanted to find a card that fit where we are. Some people caught that. These are my highbrow comedy people. And so what we're, it's my favorite phrase. I swear I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt. Custom Ink owes me a credit anyway. That there is no protection without correction. And so, what you heard her say at the end, which Catherine is saying in the comments, we like the phrase happy wife, happy life, but people have bastardized that. Happy wife, happy life means that the man is doing something for the woman that keeps her in a good and safe space so that she can take care of her man, thus happy spouse, happy house. And so my question to the married people, and y'all gonna take me off camera because I gotta pee, is how do you make each other's life better? And I want y'all to phrase this in a way that is different than, because we now know how you trust and respect each other, but how do you make each other's lives better?
Ooh. All right. While I think about that, and also take you off camera. While I do that, I suppose this is the perfect time to go right back to God in Therapy. Here we go. Yeah. Wait. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think that worked. Okay, I think that worked.
What? I missed it. What happened?
We live.
Temporarily got Kev off the screen so we can go handle business. Okay, so how do you make
each other's lives
better?
Oh, me. Oh no, wait.
No,
Are
it's
they
okay.
going?
Go ahead.
Are y'all going? Okay. Okay. I think I make my husband's life better by giving him peace. No, shut up.
It has many names.
Darn it. Darn it.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Peace, paninis, and poontang.
I can't believe I walked into that. God damn it.
You're spot on, Sav. You're spot on.
Yeah.
Never mind. God.
Y'all see why I married her? Y'all see why I married her? My baby know what time it is.
Somebody ought to testify.
I'm so mad at myself right now. Damn it.
All right. How? Okay, I'll answer for her first. I'll say how she makes my life better. How about that? Okay. I can honestly say I genuinely learn a lot from just watching my wife like interact with people. Just, how she interacts with friends of hers, with neighbors, with random people she meets, with strangers, with the kids, and her ability to kind of say whatever it is in a way that's palatable for everybody, whoever it is speaking to. That's something that, while yes, I do have my opinions about things, right? I've learned to frame them and phrase them differently because of watching her, because of listening to how she phrases things, and honestly, from having conversations with her, obviously, that we don't have on the internet, right? But just from having conversations with her, I've learned a lot from her. She challenges me to be better in a lot of different ways. To be honest, this Up to It Down to It would not even be here were it not for Savannah. Were it not for her actually her buying me this microphone, this one right here. Getting me this as a gift because I made mention of, like, I should do a podcast. Well, I should do a podcast, right? And she kind of got the mic and said, all right, well, if you're going to do it, go for it. And here we are, right? So she challenges me in a lot of different ways that I can pinpoint has made me a better person today than I was, 12 years ago when I met her, right? And I was pretty fucking awesome, but I'm awesome plus now because of her. So and that's just one way. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you know, Sev inspires me. A lot of her ideas, a lot of her creativity. Like her creativity, in my opinion, is unmatched. Like she thinks of shit that I'd be like, wow, I would not even in my wildest dreams had even came up with that idea. I wouldn't even have thought to put that together. What the hell, you know? And so yeah, I'm when the Bible says a man that finds a wife finds a good thing, in my honest and humble opinion, my wife is a prime example of that. She is a good thing. She's helped me, like I said, in more ways than I can mention. You know what I mean? Yeah, to make me better, make the family better, our house better. Like, you know, she's it. You know, and anybody that knows me, I'm not just saying. Obviously, I'm not just saying this because she's sitting right here. Anybody that knows me knows that I say the same thing, whether she's sitting right here or not. And really, anybody that knows me know I'm gonna say what the shit I want, whether you sit right here or not. Anyway, all right. So anybody that knows me knows that. But no, seriously though, yeah, she's dope. I love you, baby.
There's a lot of love here, man.
Okay. So you make my life better. It's too many ways for me to like explain, but I can give one. You challenge my thinking. You challenge things that I thought as facts. You know, like you have challenged that and made me think differently, see a different point of view. So you've brought in my perspectives. And that's definitely helped me in a lot of different areas. So yeah, you've helped my life that way.
Mm-hmm. And you have made my life better, continuously pouring into me with your words of affirmation, the power that is in your voice, that is in the way that you speak to me. You know, never condescending, never like malice. Like you don't say things to try to bring me down or get under my skin, unless of course, unless you're playing and you want to get me mad, and you know what happens when you get mad and you want to okay, listen, I'm trying to be serious. Stop it. I'm trying to be serious. Okay, I'm trying to be serious. I mean, that's just one of the ways, there's just so many ways. Let me show you the ways. Are we still live?
I'm gonna go bang my wife now. No, wait. Okay, not yet. Okay.
Very live.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
I just again, as I throw these questions out, I'm taking everything in giggity. I am appreciating the places that you all are in and your willingness to share with us. I do want to highlight a Brown's comment to the point of why don't you answer the phone? So wildly enough, I follow a friend of mine, and she's dating a guy now, and one of her Lord, it's too many social medias to keep up with. It's the thing with the @ sign. It's not Twitter, but it's the thing that's like comparable to Twitter now. Threads. There we go. So on her Threads.
Yeah, right. I was sitting here like, what the shit is that?
I feel old now. Like, what?
So on her Threads, I saw her post, and she was like, she usually goes for a run in the evenings, and typically will like take the same route. And this one evening, she left her phone in the house, and so her boyfriend had texted her, and she never answered. And because it took her so long to respond, he left the house and went running her usual route to try to find her because she never responded. You know what I'm saying? And this is a night run. So she out there in the dark, whatever. She was like, she's been praying for like a man who would like understand her and like care for her in that way that he would literally stop cooking dinner to run out the house and go find her because she didn't respond in a way, you know what I'm saying, that like made him think that she was okay. Her phone wasn't on her. In toxic scenarios, a woman would say, why you clocking me? You know what I'm saying? You don't trust that I'm blah, 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 blah. But in a healed place, you can appreciate the concern that was in the man when you're out in the world, in the dark, non-responsive. So like when somebody says, why didn't you answer your phone? It's not I'm trying to control you. I'm trying to clock you. I need to know where you are every waking moment. The world we live in is a scary place and people are doing crazy things. So, again, there's no protection without correction. I gotta be able to have access to you. I gotta be able to see about you. I gotta know where you are. If something hits the fan, I gotta be able to show up for you. So you want a partner who would appreciate the heart and the intent behind your needing to know versus viewing it in a way that's controlling and, like caged. So I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you, Ken.
Yeah, I was just about to say we appreciate you, man.
I'm just here to read the
I gotta speaking to these comments. I got a message y'all seeing in here. It says check my phone. All right, so this was something that was asked of me a little while ago, and it was how did I know that I wanted to make her my wife? All right. And it's not in the comments because she actually remembered exactly what I said, which is pretty dope. But how I knew was she said, first of all, and you probably remember this. She said that she wanted to be whatever I needed her to be, whatever that was. And at that time, and actually even since, I had never heard that come out of a woman's mouth before. All right, I want to be whatever you need me to be. I want to be that. And I said, we'll put that to the test. And and she actively did everything that I needed her to do, and then some. She did everything I wanted her to do, and then some. Everything I asked her to do, and then some, which motivated me, of course, to do as much for her as humanly possible. With i.e., putting her in a position where she doesn't have to go to work and she can stay at home with the girls because that's where she wants to be. And until such a time that she decides, you know what, I think I want to go back and work for some jack off. And then at that, because I can tell you, that working for people is bullshit. But but until such a time that she decides that she wants to go back and do that or pursue whatever it is, whatever goal or dream she may have, right now she can do the thing that she wants to do, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to give her that because that's what she wanted, and I wanted to give her what she wanted because she clearly gave me what I wanted. Again, happy spouse, happy house. It's a mutual exchange. And by the way, when people often talk about 50-50 in a relationship, and I just want to tell you, every last one of you, that 50-50 is total horseshit. All right? It's 100-100. That's it. Hundo. That's it. That's it. Not hundo 99, not 99 and a half, not hundo 50, hundo. That's it. Anything less than hundo ain't worth it. I'm a living witness. We going back to church. I'm a living witness. All right. No, but seriously, if it ain't 100, like straight up, and we got another couple here, right? Rich they basically just kind of said that they know that each other is 100% all in for them. Just knows that Rich is 100% all in for her, Rich knows the same about his wife. They know it's 100-100. Ain't no damn 50-50. It's all in. Because if something happens to my 50 or your 50, if you get sick, hurt, or can't work, something goes wrong, something goes down, then you still got to be there for that 100 because we still 100-100. Because in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, for better or for worse, till death. That's why. How did I know that I wanted to be with her? Because she made it very clear that she was willing to take that risk. She was willing to go on that ride, and I'm gonna give her everything I got till my last breath because she decided to go with me on this ride. Because she decided to do life with me. I made a proposal to her, she accepted, and I'm gonna give her everything I got, and vice versa. Anyway, show over.
Camera off. The camera's on. But the camera is still on. Right. Hey, everybody focus right here, people. Focus right here. Yeah. Right here.
We're back.
We're back. Hey,
We're back.
everybody. Oh, okay. We're back.
We're back. 15 seconds. That's all I need. 15 seconds. That's all I need. That's all I need. Quarter minute ahead. That's all I need. That's all fucking give me. I'm 41 years old. That's all fucking give me.
Damn. It's okay, man. It's okay.
My wife is shit. All right. Where the fuck? What are we doing?
We can run another video, and then I'm gonna have another question. So it's y'all world, but we got comments.
Another question.
Catherine's in that thing,
People need to hear the or in the vows because the or can and most likely will happen, and not just when you're old. This is why we love our people, we love our friends, we love our fans, we love our viewers, because that is the perfect transition for this next video. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this.
Now look at the difference between these two women.
For better,
For better,
for worse,
for worse,
for richer,
for richer,
for poorer.
for poorer.
We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Brill made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke in sickness,
In sickness
and in health.
and in health.
To love,
To love,
cherish,
cherish,
and to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
I will forever submit to you. I'll forever respect you, Miles. I'll forever honor you, Miles. As the head of our home, I will become that woman that builds the home as I follow you. And I vow that in heaven they hear. On earth I declare and decree, I shall be a submissive wife unto you. What true marriage, what God really intends for marriage to be. I honor you, Miles. And I love you with my all.
Foreigner,
American black women aren't as good as wives as foreign black women. Fair or foul? Tell us what you think and why. Let's go up to it.
Well, I'm certainly not going to say that they're better, but I will say that there does seem to be a difference in some people's mindsets, and maybe that's a American thing, and maybe it's not. I don't know. But what I'll say is, if I only had to pick one of those two scenarios, I would likely pick the scenario closer to the end. All right. I just saying, if I had to pick, I'm not picking somebody that hesitates at the what we said. What was it? Sickness and health, for richer over poor. She hesitated, right? For better or for worse, she hesitating. Love, honor, and obey. She hesitating. Submit. She hesitating. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I take the other one. I just want to say that real quick. All right. Whoever want to jump in, jump in.
It's some, not all. I mean, I'm with Trey on, like, with the if we choose one, the first or the latter. I'm choosing the latter. Um, although listen, I love a good joke. I love to laugh. I love having fun. Um, you know, but at each at each one that was like, I don't know, I just, that vibe was, and then you had therapy and you had issues in therapy with it, like, that's a tough one. But again, to each his or her own. But but for as far as the fair or foul, American woman versus other women, I feel like it's a you got bad apples in different orchid, or what is it, orchards. you
Yeah.
know there's bad apples in the different bunches. And maybe it's a cultural thing, I don't know, because look at the UK right now. I mean, I think it's across the globe right now, where how are you raised? How are women being raised? So, in one area of a country, I can look in that area and say, all right, well, these women, you don't want to go in there. And then in another area, you're like, wow, this is the land of milk and honey, you know. Um, so I can't, I don't know. I can't really give a definitive fair or foul on this one, as far as like just a solid, if we're going overall, I mean, then you're only going based off of what's being shown on social media and the news and things of that nature. So I don't know.
I can give a definitive fair or foul. Neither. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. No, seriously, I don't think it is fair to put a fair or foul on this one, because both of them gave me a big capital ick. They both of those felt performative. Both of those felt fake. After the first one played, I said to Trey, I was like, I hope that was like a joke, like a skit, like how y'all pretended, all y'all, yeah, you two and the rest of them pretended like y'all ain't had a ring when it was time to have a ring. Richard had the ring, but had to make me sweat for a sec. Um, I saw that. But hopefully that was all a skit, make everybody okay. Because if you are up there and like, you didn't go over that in counseling, but everybody knows those vows. Like, if that was something that made you pause, then you shouldn't been you shouldn't have been standing there in the first place. So hopefully that was a performance. And I also hope that foreign woman was a performance, because that also gross. You should like, it is through your well, I guess they're both in action. Getting on your knees is an action. But also
A fantastic action.
fantastic action. Um but getting on your knees in your wedding dress in front of people is not cute. Like and I feel like things like that should be more shown to the person, like through her actions throughout their marriage. That should have been shown to her husband, all those words. And of course, you want to proclaim things in front of others so that the person you're telling it to knows that you're serious. But I just feel like it was so overdone that maybe you're speaking, like to overcompensate what you might actually feel and what you might actually do. But I guess the concept is, would you rather date someone who would hesitate during your vows or not? Then sure, then the latter
Someone on her knees. Oh,
fair
sorry.
one. But yeah, both of them, just be normal.
I don't know, man. Starting position on your knees. I mean, sounds like their marriage is off to a fantastic start.
In front of other people.
Let the world know who she
Strokes.
gets on her knees for.
Different
Put
strokes
that
for
on the shirt. Let the world know who she on her knees for. I don't mean to rhyme, but I do it all the time. Just saying. It seemed to me that their marriage is off to a fantastic start. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I mean, if she do that in front of people, imagine what she do when there ain't no people. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We gotta think about that. The appreciation value here is sky high. You know what I'm saying? The ceiling is like beyond Bitcoin right now. You know what I'm saying? Some bitch is going for like 5 cents a share and it's got the ceiling of a Bitcoin. You don't get you some Bitcoin for a nickel. That's what I'm saying. You want $100,000 worth of Bitcoin for a nickel? How many nickels you gonna buy? All of them, right? Right? I'm just saying it sounded to me like her appreciation value is real high.
Oh, we have had a time.
Doing? Where are we
I
at?
don't know.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know what's happening anymore.
I have no dog in this fight.
I'm just saying.
I can't even find a car for this one. That's
Right.
cool. Well, it's whatever y'all said it is. Eminem wrote a song about it. I am whatever you say I am. There we go. Catherine says she submits to her husband, who submits to her, and everything is copacetic. What's next?
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go on to the next one. All right, this last one. One more for the road. All right, okay. Tell me what y'all think about this here.
Like every man got a woman on his team, man, that whenever he needs anything, she there. She gonna help him figure it out. Like if he going through something with his friends, she gonna help him sort it out. If he going through something with his family, she gonna help him sort it out. If his career not going how he want it to go, she gonna help him sort it out. We gotta stop taking advantage of those type of women. Like great women are just too rare for that, man. Like in terms of somebody that's compatible with you and somebody that's like willing to prioritize you and somebody that's not walking into the relationship with entitlement. Like what can you do for me? Like she literally walking in there trying to figure out the best way to help you be the best you. And that's the one you neglect. That's the one you take advantage of. That's the one that you manipulate. Like, man, we got to start moving better as men, because if not, then we're going to create more of the women that we complain about.
Fair fair. Was that a fair
Well,
foul? Fair.
fair.
He said a word there.
Fair.
He said a word there. He said a word. I think, and I'm gonna jump in here because I think we create, and I'm saying we as in like I'm generalizing because I think we create a lot of the problems that we have today.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the like a lot of the for men, women that we swear we don't like, can't stand, all of that. You know, well, a lot of that's been caused by the previous men in their lives. How they've been treated and whatnot. And then the same thing for for the men. They're treating women this way because the women have treated them a certain kind of way, and like we keep creating more and more of this negativity or
Right.
this instead of like healing and then treating others how you want to be
Right.
would want to be treated, or how would you want your sister treated this way, your
Right.
mom treated this way, your daughter's treated this way, would you want your son treated this way, your
Right.
father treated this way? And it's like, we just keep going further and further down this rabbit hole of
Mm-hmm.
problems and issues, and it's just growing.
I agree,
It's
and it
getting out of
goes
hand.
it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like men, if you're gonna be the head, you got to take some responsibility for the way that women have decided to react to how we've been treated. So I hear a lot, about how women come into feeling entitled, but there are men, a lot of men who feel entitled, like we owe you something and you have not proven to us that you're even worthy of anything we have to offer. So,
And it just
yeah.
sounds like reactive
Yes.
on both parties. It's like
On both sides.
we're so like ingrained in focusing in on how I'm going to react to this
Mhm.
instead of being proactive and taking responsibility,
Right.
On both sides, and
Right.
and being the one to say, you know what, I'm not going to treat this person this way. This is brand new. This is different. I'm not
Right.
going to project any of my previous things onto you. This slate is clean. I'm learning.
Right.
I've learned from what happened, but that is what happened in the past.
Right. And I'm not gonna put that
I'm
on
not going to
you.
put that on somebody in the
Mhm.
future.
Mm-hmm.
But I think sometimes, and maybe even a lot of times, you're in this reactive or defensive mode. Defensive mode, definitely defensive mode, because you don't want to be hurt. So you either put up a good defense, or you react and you're trying to hurt before you get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt before you get hurt. That's a word right there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Kev, jump in. What you thought? What you think?
I ain't got no thoughts.
Cool.
I'm a learner today,
Right.
I just be here. I got cards, but I'm gonna let y'all cook before I.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Let me. I'm gonna see what Sav think. What you think? Same.
No, same. The Norvells, they said it.
They Norvell.
I agree 100%. I agree with that 100%. Straight up. Kev, you got a car for the road? You say?
Whew.
Oh
All
boy.
right.
Oh
Whew.
Lord. Oh no.
Yes. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 7.
4.
And what's wild is I expected her to say it. You said it, she gonna say it. but I still need to hear from her. Jess, I'm thinking of a number between
4.
1 and 7.
4.
See, and I was trying to get y'all out of here safe, and then all right. Oh, well, actually, here's the alley oop. Since we're about to end, here's the alley oop. What are the ways in which you express love to your partner? Turn the
Oh
cameras off.
Lord.
It's y'all fault.
You
I just want
asked
y'all to
that
know.
question. 5.
It's y'all.
5.
Oh, it's about to be a mess.
I'm out, y'all. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Y'all have been the absolute breath. I mean, the absolute best. I'm Kevin. All of us want. Oh, they're back. Okay.
Yeah.
Rich, wipe your mouth.
Oh, sorry.
Trey, come up for air.
Sorry.
Okay. I want to shout out Aqua 4.
Yep. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh God.
Episode 100. We made y'all some promises, and I can only hope we delivered on
We made it.
whatever y'all believe. Whatever y'all believe today.
Hundo, baby.
God damn it, we did it.
I'm gonna ask the question
100
again
episodes in.
and hope for better results. Less fertile results. What are the ways? Because it's more than one. In which you express love to your partner.
You still trying to get an answer?
Some people need help in the comments and watching.
Okay. All right.
After the hub shuts down, there are some other answers.
Wow.
They put an S on way, so that means there's more than one. So now that we've seen or not seen one way, what's another way in which you express your love to your partner?
On a serious note, though, I do my best to make home peaceful. So like for me, what that means is when he comes in the house, I'm not gonna, as soon as he steps through the door, start providing him with all the things that I need, or like everything that's wrong, or the terrible things that happen in my day. So I try to like, when he comes in, I make sure that I give him a hug, that I greet him, that I give him a kiss, so that he knows that I missed him while he was away, and I'm happy that you're back. And just give him that break, because like we've been saying, it's crazy out there, and you just want to come home and feel like you can decompress. So that's a way that I show love to you. Even if I'm not feeling that great, or like I got a bunch of stuff on my mind, I'm not gonna dump all that on you as soon as you walk in the door. I make sure that you're greeted with love, and
This is true.
That's huge.
This is true. One of the ways, because there's many, one of the ways is I see your effort. I see what you do. I see you. I see all of the work that you put in, that you are putting in. And even though I'm doing my part, my goal is to always go the extra mile. And I like to, one of the ways is, I'll take care of the little things. Um, I will try to help out in certain things that I deem as little, but you those I do those things and you're like, wow, you're overly excited, and I love to put that smile on your face. And even though it may seem to like a little thing to me, it really helped you out because it's one less thing that you had to worry about, or it wasn't on your high priority radar. But turns out that it did still, in the overall grand scheme of things, of the plan of what we have of our, of our system, it, really helped out.
Mm-hmm.
So I like, I will, muster through. I will find the strength to, do, little things to help. I mean, that's how you eat an elephant, right? A little bit at a time, right?
So, for example, a quick example, I was walking towards the car one morning and I was like, darn it, I forgot to get gas. And I'm like, I'm already running late enough. And I get in the car, I turn the car on, and it's a full tank of gas because he went out the night before to go put gas in the car. It's like stuff like that. Or I get up in the morning and I have to make, breakfast for RJ. And I'm like, darn, it's all these dishes in the sink. I got to clean the kitchen before I can even cook. And I go in there and he's already gotten the dishes out the sink already. It's stuff like that that you think might be little, but those are big, huge things that make me feel loved and respected and like, I see you. Let me do this.
She gives me peace.
Word.
Now, me. He's pussy and paninis.
Listen, the author, okay? I meant to mention that because we went off on a tangent way back when, like as we tend to do, kind of like we're doing now. But yes, let's give all props to the creator of that new slogan.
Because I did not like
didn't like the
sex
other one.
sandwiches and silence.
She didn't like the other one.
I ain't like that at all. I
And
was
she
like, if
came-
you
You
did
didn't
that
like
one more
sex
time,
sandwiches in silence,
She was
but you like peace, pussy,
Listen.
and paninis?
that's so
Yeah.
much better. Peace is
Panini.
different than silence.
Peace,
Right?
Paninis are a pocket.
paninis, and poutine, and
And poontang? I mean, I like
Paninis,
poontang,
paninis are a pocket sandwich, so stuff might not fall out the bottom. That's not why we like it more. Okay, I see. This is why I just moderate.
Who are we talking about?
We have to try to figure these things out, all right?
Okay, I think it's Trey and Sav's turn, and for whatever we're gonna try to make this a thing. What are the ways in which you express love to your partner? I feel like we already have Trey's answer, so Sav, can you please? Sav, can you please go first? Because we already know Trey's answer. It is sex, silence, and sandwiches. Or maybe Trey talks because that's Sav's answer for Trey. I don't know. Whoever is going with sex, silence, and sandwiches, I want to hear from the other person.
Oh, no. Well, really, it is sex sandwiches and sandwiches. No. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Chicken donut?
Don't cancel me. Honestly, okay. What was it? Peas, pussy, and paninis. That no. Okay, but Gosh, that's what it boils down to, honestly. And really a lot of what Jessica said, um, how it is something I agree with. What I miss.
It's Dick and Donuts. That's what.
Dick and Donuts. What, Katie?
And I was, I was gonna say like Grace gagging and gyros, but like we're what are we doing
the
here?
Dick and Donuts. Let's go.
When are we doing
That's
here?
it. Let's go.
Now for dinner.
So,
Because the donut is dessert or is the dick? What?
Which one is the dessert? Oh God.
I like to have two desserts.
Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. We wanna
Like and subscribe.
we wanna thank y'all so much for coming out to
We
episode
tried.
100.
I tried.
We kept it 100. I hope y'all
His
really.
life now.
Happy they never go.
Sorry.
She's just hitting buttons at this point.
Okay, but seriously. Okay. I got something. What ain't that? Sort of. No. Nah. It really is like being being supportive. You guys mentioned how those smaller things that maybe you don't think are that important. Washing the dishes here and there. Clean the living room, clean the upstairs, whatever it is. Take care of the babies so you can chill out. Whatever it is, those things that you kind of see as little are appreciated, and that's I think that the appreciation makes me at least want to do more. If I know that what I'm doing is appreciated, of course I want to do more. If I feel like what I'm doing ain't enough, it ain't never good enough. No matter what I do, it ain't enough. Then eventually, little by little, I'm eventually saying it doesn't matter what I do, it ain't enough. So I'm not going to do it. But if you appreciate me, let me tell you something. Later, I'm trying to tell y'all something. I'm giving y'all the cheat code. If you appreciate your man for that little bit of thing he did, yeah, for that little bit of shit he did, you appreciate your man. Listen.
Good night.
You gotta put Katie's.
Oh, what the hell?
You got to.
Good night, Katie.
And with that, folks,
She's not wrong.
thank you for coming.
She's not wrong.
We appreciate y'all.
She's not wrong.
It was a wonderful evening. We are done.
What are we doing?
Good night.
Good night.
Cheers.
What are we doing?
How did we get here?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Jessica's really out here.
Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Katie for the official "How did we get here" moment of the night.
Won't someone please think of the children?
Someone please think of the children. We're in overtime. Jesse disappeared. Okay, I think that's it. Kev, please get us out of here.
Help us, please, Kevin.
Come on. Oh, all right. Come on. Let's do it. Put it on me. I'm ready. Okay, stay. Listen. Episode 100. We said it was going to be one for the books, and I think we accomplished everything we set out to do and nothing at all. We're gonna be better humans. I'm lying because it's gonna be organic. Like subscribe, tell a friend that they missed out tonight, so tell them to go back and watch the playback. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Merry New Year. Wishing y'all all the prosperous things, and here's to alley to the married couples tonight. You're welcome. But I hope whatever the result is exactly what you wanted. And if 10 months from now it's a little different, name it after me, because I threw the alley-oops. Peace.
I'm just coming to get the rest of the alcohol.
Hello, folks. Listen, at the beginning of this show, I gave a quote saying, if everyone is receiving, then who's doing the giving? But if everyone is giving, then everyone is receiving. That's called 69. Good night, folks.
All hail 6ix9ine. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm gonna switch to this one just in case. Yeah, if you know, you know. All hail 6ix9ine. All hail 6ix9ine. We appreciate all of you as always. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate my beautiful wife. I had a great time, sharing her thoughts with you guys for a little bit. That's all the sharing you people get. It's that time now, and my bad. Go ahead, babe.
I just want to say that I am extremely proud of you, babe. Richard and Kev, the gentlemen of Up to It, Down to It. Congratulations on episode 100. Trey, I know, I saw where this started. So I am very, very proud of where it has grown to. Thank y'all for giving me a piece of quality entertainment for my Friday night happenings. Yes, no. I love y'all. You're my husband, and I'm so thankful. And you all are my brothers, and I am just so proud of you three men. Extremely proud. So congratulations on episode 100. Shout out to you three. And my brother Q. And yeah, I can't wait what y'all have in store for next season.
It is going to be a wild ride next season. A lot more stuff coming, and again, none of this would be possible without this beautiful woman right here. I promise you that. That smile right there, y'all see that? That smile right there. I live for that smile. I've been telling her that for the last 12 years or so. All right, so man, we appreciate every last one of you. Thank y'all for joining us for episode 100. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to keep your eyes and ears open. There's more stuff coming from Up to It, Down to It. More stuff is coming out. We hope you guys like the format, talking with the couples, getting the wives' perspective. Really hope you guys like that and enjoyed that. Let us know what y'all think in the comments, of course. As always, believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see. There's a war going on for your mind. Ooh, yeah. You got to be careful out here. So be very, very careful. Ooh, yeah. Project 2025 is on the loose. Ooh, yeah. We love y'all. Thank y'all. That's it. We are done. 100 episodes in the books. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Trump 2024. Yeah, be mad. Be mad.